Today we're talking about rational exponents. You guys might remember this, I don't know. Actually, let's do x to, no, that's number one. Let's do x to the 3/4. Okay, when you have a fraction in the exponent, the top number is like a power, and the bottom number is like the root. So in other words, x to the 3/4, that's the same thing as x cubed, and 4th root of that. That is the pattern. So, if I had like 16 to the 3/4 power, for example, you actually can do the 4th root first. You guys know what the 4th root of 16 would be? 2. Because 2 times 2 times 2 to the 4th is. And then you could do, so the 4th root of 16 is 2, and 2 cubed is 8. So there'll be a few. I mean, you could do this on a calculator, but you know, with the letters, you can't really do it. Let's just jump in here. Does that ring a bell from last year, maybe? Number 1, it says use a right expression using a radical sign, which is like square root or cube root or whatever. And no negative exponent. So if it's got a negative exponent, that means they want us to flip it. Flip it. Liberty gibbet. So it says x to the 2/3, and that would equal, what's my radical going to be? Cube root of x squared. B. Kind of the same thing, but backwards. X to the 3/2 this time. So what's my radical going to be? Square root, which means I don't really need to put a 2 right there. It's implied. Square root of x cubed. Okay, so what's my radical going to be on this one? They both have a 2 denominator, so it's going to be a square root. And then I got 5 to the 1 and x to the negative 1. So what's x to the negative 1? Right. X to the negative 1 is like 1 over x. So it's just going to be 5 over x. The x is just going to go on the bottom. 5 is going to stay on top. To the 1/3, x to the 2/3. Thank God, country boy. Alright, so this one, what's the radical going to be? Cube root. They both have a 3. We got 6 to the 1, so that's just a 6, and x squared. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Sebastian, take it from there.
Huh? He got up late this morning. Shut up.
Why does getting up late make you more tired? Should you get more sleep? He's not a morning person, Sebastian.
Brick, do you want?
Okay, so this one is kind of going the other direction. We're starting with the radical form and we want to change it into exponential form. So all the powers and roots are in the exponent, like the last problem. So if there's no root written out here, what's the root out here? 2. 2. Okay, square roots are like invisible 2's. So this is going to be x to the 5 halves. Okay, so there's A, B's, and C's again. Okay, so this is going to be y to the what? 2/3. If we could just do all problems like that, it'd be no biggie, right?
Is it gonna be to the 30th on this one?
No. 6 is not a power, so it would not multiply with the 5.
Apparently whoever had this book didn't want to simplify. They just wrote the red pen no next to simplify.
Okay, so this one, they put the power out here. It doesn't really matter what powers and roots are kind of opposite, like multiply and divide, but it doesn't really matter if you do one first or not. So it's 2a's to the 5th and all of it's to the 6th root. You could, this is what the book did. They put 2a to the 5/6. You could also put it individually. Both of those are to the 5/6. But the book just put that one. So you just put that one. AC is on. It's like 68 outside. Rain.
Do the tongue thing. Do it. What pooped in your hood flakes? What? Your hood flakes.
Yeah, what did you say about Sebastian and his talent?
He has a gift.
Oh, you have a gift.
He has such a gift. My hood flakes. What? Who pooped in the? Oh my god.
Okay, on this one, square root of x is x to the what?
2. Oh, it's 1/2.
1/2. Okay. If there's no power, there's the invisible 1 on the power. And this would be times x to the what? 1/3 times x to the 1/6. Okay, now if we're multiplying a bunch of x's together, what do we do with the exponents? Add. Use a calculator, but also common denominator, right? They all go into 6. So if I multiply by 2, you get 3/6 plus 2/6 plus 1/6. What would that equal? 6/6,
So 1.
which equals 1. So it's x to the 1 or just x. Life ain't nothing but a firefighter. Country boy. All right, this just simplifies simplify. Since they're all numbers, you could use calculator, but it's probably faster not to, because what's the 1/2 power mean? Square root. What's the square root of 9?
3.
Square root of 25?
5. Wait, I still have a better brain.
Okay, B is almost identical except for.
You put it all over 1.
No. What's the negative exponent going to do? Flip. So it's going to be 5/3. Good job, Trey.
Ooh, Sebastian didn't get that one, did you?
I was writing
But,
my stuff down.
oh,
Goofy out head shape.
it's always our head shit, so.
It's all I can make fun of.
Okay. You could take both of these to the 5th power, and then what's the 2 on the bottom mean? Square root. You could then square. But it's easier to square root first. So what's the square root of these? 3/5. Then you take 3/5 to the 5th. That's kind of large. 9 to 20. 207. No, that can't be right. 27 times 9. 180 plus 63. Yeah. 243. 20. Ugh. 5 to the 5th is 25 times 120.
675.
3,100.
Huh?
3,125.
Now I can
D. 9. Okay, uh-oh. Negative 1.5. What to do? Alright, well, what's 1.5 as a fraction? It's 1 1/2. What's that as a improper? 2 times 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. So, it's really negative 3/2. So what do we do with the 2?
That's a square root.
Square root. So that would be 5 and 3. And cube that. And 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, 27.
Oh, shoot. I thought it was
5 cubed is 125, but what do I do with the negative?
flip it.
Flip it.
flip, upside down. Dan was yelling at Lauren over a match last night, and we're like, it's a 2-day assignment.
I'm not approaching. Yeah, she struggles too. Dan's got, I bet Dan's like, I can't wait till they graduate.
He was thinking I didn't have to take math senior year.
Well, what are they going to make you guys take?
I don't have to take anything.
Huh?
What do you mean you don't have to take anything?
I already have all my math for it.
Well,
They're still gonna force
the
you.
state rule is you have to have 3 years, but we're a private school, so you want to make it 4. You guys could take college algebra next year and get that out of the way.
I did other than one in middle school.
Yeah.
Everybody's done algebra
I
1.
did geometry in middle school.
Okay, number 7.
Should college algebra this year. Oh, you
There you go.
We've got like 5 people taking
I
this
don't
year.
think college algebra is good for you.
I don't think it's good for Dan.
It's-
I think with your disabilities. you do college algebra. Hold on.
So 3/5?
Okay, what do we do with the exponents in this case?
Add them.
No.
Great.
Multiply.
Yeah, power to a power, this is multiply situation. And how do we multiply fractions? Cross cancel. And then you just do top times top and bottom times bottom. So -3, 4. So this is 16 to the -3/4. I kind of already did this one, didn't we? What's 4th root of 16?
2.
2 cubed is 8. What's the negative going to do? Flip it. So it's 1/8. Alright, since these are numbers, you could cheat and just, plug in the calculator. Alright, we'll write all this down.
Is this also 2 day?
Yeah,
This would be crazy if it wasn't.
it's 1 day. So you have to ask Dan to get it all done tonight. Leo doesn't come to school the next day. Okay, so what did the 1/2 power mean?
Square root of square.
So square root of 81,
9,
square root of 9,
3,
9 minus 3,
6.
6 squared.
6.
So notice I am using order of operations. I looked in the parentheses, did the exponents first, and the subtraction, then outside the parentheses. Okay. Lost my place. 8a to the -6 to the -2/3. Okay, when there is just one term in parentheses, they basically just both get the exponent. So you can kind of do them separately. 8 to the -2/3. So what is the cube root of 8?
2.
2. What's 2 squared?
4.
And what's the negative going to turn into? 1/4. And then what do we do with the exponents right here?
Multiply.
Multiply. -6 over 1. Okay, I'll show it. The negatives will cancel out. 6 reduces, so it's positive 4 over 1, which is positive 4. The book might have just left like a to the 4th on the top, so they might have written it like this. Probably did, actually. This book likes to do that. But those are both acceptable answers. Off my place. 4x to the 1/2. Parentheses, no.
Is it during next hour?
Okay, order of operations, what should we do first? Exponent. We can't do anything in the parentheses there, that doesn't simplify. So 4 to the, what's the square root of 4? 2. The negative exponent is going to make 2 into 1/2. We could leave x to the -3rd on the top, or you could move it to the bottom as x to the 3rd. Doesn't really matter right now. So this one's not in fraction form, so you could put it over 1 like that. Oh, shoot, I forgot to. Oops. Alright, what did I forget to do? Forgot to do the exponent with the So what do I do with the exponents?
-3 over 1. Right, are we cross canceling or no?
Yeah, multiply, right? -3 times -1/2 is positive 3/2. So I should actually just left it on top.
Wow, that Febreze thing gets over here.
Let's think of somebody worded. My word. Leo, is that you?
No?
No, no.
Yeah, it was. I'm so guilty.
It doesn't work enough, Leo. Jeez.
As always said, it smells good. You want some smelly worms in it? It's
Somebody take a big whiff. Blame it on my Febreze.
Ew! Ew! I think it get to me.
I must be downwind because I smelled that like a minute ago.
Try to burn out slow.
Is it back there, Ava? Oh.
It'll get over there.
Start calling you Lydia. All right.
Because, my gosh, Leo, was that you?
Okay, so this thing wasn't a fraction, so I just left it over 1. It's so bad.
It's a second win.
There's like no air movement.
Comes in waves. I apologize.
So the AC turns on again.
My bad, guys.
It like made a beeline straight for me. It's
Dude,
like
for
right here.
real, Uncle.
It's like right there.
It's the exact number. It's mixing with the Febreze.
No, it's killing the Febreze. Okay. Guess I'm just standing in it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan.
Okay, if we do on the top here, x times x, what do I do with the exponents there? Add. So I canceled out the 4 and the 2, so it's just a 2 now. The denominator is just 1, so it kind of goes away. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 4 over 2, which is just 2. So now we need to grab. I'm supposed to open that window, but I'm tempted. Okay. The cost of certain brand of camera has been increasing at 8% per year. Do you guys remember the formula for this? 8% increase over every year. Camera now costs $150. Find the cost in 2 years and 6 months. Okay, do you remember the formula? The original amount, or I guess I used a P or something.
Your principal.
The principal really is for like borrowing money, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter what letter we use.
So much more.
No. Do not encourage this behavior. Okay, so the camera was $150, and it's supposed to increase at 8% per year. So what do I do with the 8%?
1.08.
Yeah, put a 0.08 right there. So it's 1.08 in the parentheses. And the different thing on this assignment is the time is 2 years, 6 months.
2.5.
Yeah. So you could put 2.5 right there. It's a rational exponent, or you could put 5 over 2 or whatever. But yeah, that's 2.5 years. So put 2.5 right there. Whatever that is. Oh, there's a B question too. That's the A. For the B question, it's 4 years and 3 months.
Do you want to round to the nearest dollar?
They rounded to the nearest dollar. So, what would 4 years and 3 months be? How many years? 3 months is how many years? What fraction of a year? Yeah, it's 3/12 of a year, so that reduced to 1/4. So you could put 4 and 1/4 up here, or an improper, or you can just put 4.25 would be the easiest way to do it. 3 months is only 1/4 of a year. No,
I swear.
it's the same one. It just
I
has,
swear. It hasn't
it's
gone
just
away.
sitting. There's no air movement.
It's here to stay. You need a fan, because it's just sitting here.
He ate some roadkill last night.
I'm sorry, Max. I like taste it.
Stay over here for bed.
I don't know if I've ever had one this bad.
Oh, guys, we got Paris visiting. Let's act cool for a second.
Gas change. Do we have to do that ourselves?
I hope they don't. I hope they don't walk in here. Everybody just point at Leo.
My part's the reason we don't get new kids.
You just walk in here immediately. What is that smell?
Full points at me.
Be cool. Be cool. Okay, what kind of problem does that look like? It does look like a distribution property. And when we're doing A times A, what do we do with the exponents? Add. 1/2 plus 3/2 is 4/2, which simplifies to 2 minus 2. 1/2 plus 1/2 is a to the 1, so it's just an a right there. Literally. You need to go to the doctor.
Just don't breathe, guys.
It's not that hard. Stop breathing.
It took like 5 minutes to move like 3 feet backwards. That's
Well,
some,
it's that I've only started doing this.
that's some heavy fog.
Heavy fog. Burgers.
Dr. Pepper. Okay, so again, same thing. Multiplying, so we're going to add the exponents. X times x. -1 basically plus 5 is -4/2, which is -2. -1/2 plus 3/2. -1 plus 3 is 2. 2/2 is 1. So this is all I'm doing right here. -1/2 plus 3/2. -1 plus 3. Oh,
Yeah, you mess up.
positive, sorry. It's 1. The exponent is 1 right there. Oh, they did say no at negative, but did they do that on this section? No negative. They didn't say it.
Is that not supposed to be 2?
Did I copy it wrong?
Well, no, -1 plus 5 would be 4 over 2.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There we go. All right. This might be a good one to stop on. After I'll finish it.
I'm gonna leave so we can like not die in this gas chamber.
I don't
Have
think
you smelled it yet?
I don't think it even got to you.
You actually have? Wow.
It like came
have you
over here and then just went back that way.
Len, have you smelled it yet?
Candies it got to you?
You live over there.
If we made an outline, it would be like the destruction zone,
Thought it was just-
like a
I thought it was
5-foot
just
radius
the,
around Leo.
There's
Imagine-
actually no air movement, so it's gonna sit here all day.
I thought it was just DO.
This is what the history class does to us every day we walk into. Freshmen stink so bad.
Yeah. I got 28 at once. Third hour and then fourth hour is
think they know
always
what-
complaining.
Deodorant.
Every classroom's like a deodorant station.
I think just be regular bathing.
Bathing.
Okay, how do I do this one? Well, this is actually distributive property also. It's kind of like 19, but instead of multiplying it out on both of those, you have to divide it on both of those. So, how do we divide with exponents? What do we do with the exponents when
1 minus 1.
we subtract the exponents? So this would be 1/2 minus -1/2 for this first term. So what's 1/2 minus -1/2? 1. So the first term is going to turn into x to the 1 or just x. Second term, the -2 is not really touched, but it's kind of the same thing. What's -1/2 minus -1/2? No.
I really hope they walk in.
That would be bad. X to the 0 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So the x's just kind of go away on that second term.